the ultimate budget-conscious DIY solar build you can do right now. It's so stinking easy now to take your whole house off-grid and not break the bank and have mega expansion capabilities down the road as money allows. Both of these units are from WattCycle. This is their 314 amp hour wall mount battery, and this is their 12,000 watt inverter, all in one unit. This can support up to 18,000 watts of solar and output a full 50 amps at 240 volt. This battery has a 300 amp BMS, and so single-handedly, without any additional batteries with it, it can 100% run this inverter at full power, which is very unique. A lot of the time, 12,000 watt inverters need at least 2 batteries, but this one can support this inverter all on its own. So this is perfect for those of you just starting out but want to start with a big system, because you only need to purchase a single battery and this all-in-one unit, and you're good to go. You can leverage the entire capability of this inverter without spending extra money on the batteries. Now granted, if you're running this at a full 50 amp output, you're going to deplete this battery pretty significantly and in a short period of time. You can easily add additional batteries down the road as money allows, but you're not handicapping yourself by going with this setup to begin with, like so many other options on the market. And here's the best news. You can get this setup right here at the time of making this video for less than 4,000 bucks. Can you believe that? Suddenly, energy independence is within reach for a lot more of you. I have done full dedicated reviews on both of these units that I will leave links for down in the description. But I'm going to insert a couple of highlight clips quick from both of these reviews, just so you can kind of see the capabilities of this system. It's very impressive. Heavy load testing on this WattCycle 314 amp hour battery, as well as the 12,000 watt split phase inverter. You can see currently we're outputting about 1900 watts coming out of the battery. We've got about 38 amps. Let's add more to it. I'm going to add an extra 5,000 watts with this chargeverter here. Okay, chargeverter is up to almost a full 100 amps. The inverter's holding steady at about 7,450 watts. We're pulling 150 amps from the WattCycle battery. Let's add more. Let's do a space heater. 9,000 watts, 185 amps coming out of that battery. The last thing I have to add is this heat gun. Let's go ahead and add that. 10,400 watts, 222 amps coming out of the battery. Let's run like this for a second. Almost 10,500. This inverter's holding very steady. Rock solid at 120 volts, over 10,000 watts. 200 plus amps coming out of the WattCycle battery. Unfortunately, this is as many heavy loads as I've got to plug into this, so I don't think I'll be able to get it to the full 12,000 watt limit. It's handling this 10,000 plus watt load plenty good. It is a little loud. Now, some of the noise you're going to hear is from the chargeverter here, but let me let you hear what the fans on this inverter sound like while it's cranking. So I would say that's an additional difference between this unit and the 12,000 XP. This unit is a little louder than the 12,000 XP when it's really cranking. And there's a giant mess of wires and stuff here. But in the manual, as well as on the unit itself, they advertise this being a hybrid inverter. And in the box, it comes with, these nice white CT clamps. So you would expect that this would have, hybrid inverter capabilities to zero out your power consumption in parallel with the grid. Well, that's not the case. I have been through every single setting in this inverter. I've been through every page on this manual. And if you look right here, on page 35, where it's talking about the CT clamps, it says this inverter does not have the corresponding grid connected authentication. This function is only suitable for off-grid applications. So don't be deceived by the name of hybrid in this. There is no way to leverage these CT clamps, at least at the time of making this video, to zero out your power consumption. So let me show you inside this battery, and look at the cable management. The balance leads come in here, armored, and then they just barely branch out, and then they've got them zip tied and tucked underneath the little lip here of this support bracket. And much like their server rack battery, they have just gone ham on the zip ties. See all those zip ties all the way down? And then they just peek the little balance lead out where it needs to connect to the bus bars. Nice, thick bus bars. They appear to be nickel-plated copper bus bars, which is extra good to see. And check this out, you guys, double overcurrent protection. So we've got the massive 3-pole breaker there. And then we also have the fuse back in here that is user serviceable. Okay, battery capacity test on this WattCycle battery. All right, capacity test is complete. You can see we're 0% state of charge. And our results here, 319.2 amp hours. So absolutely crushed the capacity test. Let's take a look inside this inverter. I'm not a huge expert in electronics like this, so those of you that are, certainly sound off in the comments and tell us what you notice that's good, what you notice that may be bad, and help us all learn and observe together. There is compatibility with a Wi-Fi dongle for this inverter. However, it does not ship with the inverter. I didn't get one, so I could not show you any kind of software or app control on it. You guys will for sure want to be subscribed to the channel. You may have noticed that where I'm filming today is not my typical location. My tower of power is nowhere to be seen. That's because this is a brand new property for a family member of mine that I am actually going to not only talk the talk, but walk the walk and actually install this system and take this entire property off grid. It's going to be a pretty big project, so it's going to take me a little while, but it is coming. Obviously, it's here on site, ready to go. It's something you guys will not want to miss because you'll see just how easy it is to replicate a system like this on your own property. Please comment, you guys, and share your thoughts and observations on this system. Do you agree with me that this is one of the best bang for the buck setups on the market right now to take your house off grid? If not, share what you believe is the better option so that we can all learn and be exposed to the options, because your comments really help me as well as those that come to the video looking for solutions. I will have links to both of these units down in the description as well as any coupon codes I have for them. Also be sure and check out the full videos, like I said, that are linked down there as well. Plus, everyone's favorite links, a place to submit a guaranteed to be answered question by me, as well as book a one-on-one video consultation, as well as my exclusive channel search engine that allows you to query any questions or keywords about solar or anything like that, and it will search across all of my videos and bring you results and videos specifically matching your question or keyword. So take advantage of all of those resources. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hype. That's what the YouTube algorithm needs these days to get the videos in front of more eyeballs, it seems, especially for small channels like mine. A huge thank you to all of you that do that on a regular basis. Your help and participation in that is noticed and much appreciated. Be excited for more, stay safe, and we'll catch you all next time.